Welcome back to the shack, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, or just let's smoke a turkey. Me and Dave, we're here back in the shack. We've got our big Lez Kirk smoker fired up. We're going to come in and we're going to season up this beautiful bird. Nice and simple, guys. So come in and have a look at our honey and butter basted turkey. Here is our beautiful turkey. It's been sat in the fridge overnight, uncovered, so that skin can start drying out. I just covered it in a bit of salt and left it sat. If you want to trim off things like the parson's nose, get yourself a decent knife and pop that off. We don't need that, but we'll pop it in the stock pot. And at this end, if you've got any sort of flappy bits of skin that you want to trim off, so there's too much of that neck meat there, look, just get your knife and trim it off. Again, always can add it to the stock pot. But that's pretty much the trim, guys. Now the next thing we've done, we've taken 250 grams of Lez Kirk salted butter, because we haven't brined this, and I'm going to add into that some runny honey. So I'm going to add about equal amounts. Just keep stirring it, guys, till the honey dissolves into the butter. So you've doubled up that amount, and then this is going to be super sweet, rich and sticky. Pop that to one side. So keep stirring till all that honey and butter has dissolved, and don't worry if it's a little bit warm, because as soon as it gets into that breast, it's going to cool, set in that breast, and then we're going to smoke this beautiful turkey. So that is our injection, guys. Pop the whisk to one side. I've got my injector, and I've got one with plenty of holes to distribute that injection out into the turkey. And then we're going to take our injection, and in 1-inch patterns in that breast, we're going to inject that butter and honey. So I'm going to keep injecting this breast up. I'll bring you back when I've got all that honey and butter in the breast. When they can't take any more, we're going to save it back for some glaze. See you in a minute. Nearly got all of this in, guys. Don't worry about any bits that are squirting out on the board, because we use that to rub on the turkey. But make sure you get everything, like I said, the legs, the breast. Just keep going till it can't take any more. So like I said, we haven't brined this turkey, so we're going to rely on this for our sweet, salty turkey. So any juices that have flowed out, we're just going to take them now and we're going to rub them, and that's going to help the rub stick. And you can see that butter's already setting up, so it's going to make some beautiful crisp skin. Just before I do rub it up, I'm going to fill the cavity with a lemon and a bulb of garlic for some nice steam and some aromatics. Can't get my words out today. So quarter up that lemon, pop it in that cavity, and just take that bulb of garlic, cut it in half, and in that cavity and all, guys, stuff your turkey. Don't fill the cavity so that there's not enough room for air to circulate in there, because we want the turkey to cook. I'm going to take our Lawry's seasoning salt, and we're just going to coat the outside of the turkey to help form a beautiful crisp skin. Get some down in that cavity. But that's one pretty looking turkey. And the last thing Little bit of pepper. Can't beat some pepper on the turkey. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to let this hang out on the board while I fire up the smoke tube on our Dreyvos smoker. I've got the smoke tube full of beechwood chips, so I'm going to light that now. Let the smoke come up to temp and then we'll transfer it across. See you in a second, guys. So we're going to be smoking this turkey in our Dreyvos smoker. So we've set the oven up for 120 degrees Celsius, around that 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And we've got the beechwood smoke tube lit and the smoke rolling inside. I've got a cooking grate set up at the midpoint and I've got a dripping pan down in the bottom to catch the drippings. I'm going to place that turkey straight on that rack. We're going to pop in a probe into the breast. I'm going to be taking the breast up to 70 degrees Celsius, around 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So next thing to do, grab our turkey, straight onto that rack, and that's just going to sit there and smoke away merrily. But I will take my probe now while I've got the opportunity and stick it down into the thickest part of that breast, and while that's smoking away, I'm going to get on and do me ham hock. See you in a minute, guys. It's been in now a couple of hours, guys. Look at the beautiful colour it's picked up in that smoke. That last little bit of marinade, that injection that we had, that butter and honey. We're just going to use this now for the last couple of minutes of cooking. It's nearly up to temp, guys. It's reading 69 degrees internal temp. So I just want to start to glaze the outside of this beautiful turkey. I'm going to give a couple of coats. So this is the first one. I'll let that set up and then we'll pop on the next coat, and then I'll see you when it's time for pulling. But look how shiny and glossy that glaze is going to make it, guys. What a beautiful turkey. We've got our notification, guys. The breast is reading 70 degrees Celsius, around that 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and we know that it's safe to pull because it's going to carry on cooking when we rest it on the board, but it's going to keep that breast nice and juicy. So let's pop it out and pop it on the side. You want to see if I'm going to drop it, don't you? Pull out our probe. You can just see the juices oozing out. And then with a tea towel that you don't mind messing up, I managed. Look how beautiful that is. Let's pop it here in the tray. That makes it easier to handle now. But look at that. Juices running, golden, crispy, sticky skin. But don't cut into it, guys. Get that tin foil on it, tent it up and rest it for as long as you can. We're going to go for a half-hour rest while I get all my side ingredients prepped. And there we have it, guys. We come down into shot. We've got our turkey served up on Santa's sleigh. What a great way of serving it. It can slide all over the place. But that skin looks beautiful. Picked up some fantastic smoky colour. Shall we have a slice and see what she looks like? I'm going to take a full breast off, and then we're going to slice it on the board rather than taking off slices, just because I think it serves. Oh, looks pretty. Oh my god, the juices are just flying everywhere. I'm going to just cut this down here, just so we can get a section off. The juices are actually running off a chopping board. That is just beautiful. Turkey. If you take it off this way, you can cut yourself some nice slices. And then take some of that beautiful turkey. That honey, butter, and that Lara's seasoned salt on the outside. That makes one of the tastiest turkeys I've ever eaten. That is absolutely stunning, guys. Just drove off. Put some beautiful clean smoke on it. You can see it's just super juicy. Super nice. I'm going to have to go inside and devour this. And I'm going to have to come back out and clean up my board. There's so many juices. That's a stick of butter and the same amount of honey injected into that breast. Absolutely beautiful, guys. I'm going to clock off now. Hope to see you in the next video over here.